Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Peter Mel. I am a surfer, and that encompasses a lot of different things. I work in retail, I do commentary, I surf every day. And mostly it's because that's what I was born into at a very early age. I started surfing when I was 6 or 7 and loved it. Actually, the very first experience I didn't love, but I ended up falling in love with it. And here I am at going to be 55 this year and been surfing my whole life and done a lot of different things within the industry. At the moment, I'm running a surf shop and trying to surf big waves and staying fit at 55.
One thing that we didn't have 30 years ago was water safety teams. I mean, we didn't really have jet skis in the water. How have you seen water safety progress?
Well, I mean, you got to look back to the Hawaiian contingency. Those guys, that water patrol was basically where the forefathers of all of that lifeguarding. I mean, they're doing it in the most dangerous places in the world. They're able to refine their craft super quickly. You have guys like watermen like Brian Kealana and working on stunt sets and like having to put together programs that are about safety first, and all of those things gets to flood into our world because those are our, again, forefathers, the guys who invented it and figuring it out, especially using the wave, the PWCs as a tool. It's one of the best tools in the business. I mean, literally, you can do a lot with a PWC in regards to safety and saving people in tight situations. So they were the ones who showed us it. And now, again, the progression of everything, you've got inflation vests, you've seen skis and water patrols and the safety teams and how they work together. You've got the progression of equipment and obviously more people involved. So all of those things have to be run pretty smooth, and that's why it's always good to kind of have, like what we're going to do in this Ocean Safety Summit, to be able to get together and share ideas and share. It's a ho'oponopono, which is a term for everybody coming together and working together as a team. And the Hawaiian, getting on the same page and even working out problems and issues, and everyone has a different experience that they can bring to the table. I mean, every time I come to these Ocean Safety Summits, I literally learn something. Every time, and I think, oh yeah, I've gone to it, I've done it before, but no, it's because each year you're refining the craft, right? And so you've got to keep showing up. There's changes in all of the agencies that we work with. There's going to be changes. There's going to be personnel changes. There're going to be protocol changes. And so that's why these things are so important, because we have all these agencies here, and they're going to be able to answer questions. They're also going to show us how they do emergency situations, so that when we have an emergency situation, we know what to do. It's pretty simple. Right? And being able to practice that, that's why this thing's so super important. I'm actually really honored to be part of it every year, and this time being able to talk to you folks and tell you my experience. It's a lot of different experiences. I've worked in marketing, again, retail, professional surfing, running events, commissioner, like I just put on all sorts of hats during my life. So I've got a lot of stuff I can draw from, which is lucky. I've been in it a long time.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is just going to help everyone else in the water that's out there participating with you, but it also is going to progress the whole sport as a whole. And sharing, it's like almost like tribes are sharing. You got the Hawaiians, and then you come over here, you got the Nazare guys who are doing all that stuff in Nazare. You've got guys in Ireland that are doing whatever they're doing, and all of that knowledge plays a role in the big scheme as it gets basically the coconut wireless, right? You get to hear the stories and you what they learned. And it's important to be able to have those moments, to be able to share, especially if it's with agencies, and knowing when to be there at the right time. Well, first of all, I mean, again, I had mentioned earlier, but it's a true honor to be a part of this thing, right? I think it's super important. We've lost kids, on this beaches up here. So it's not just Mavericks, and we talk about big waves and all that stuff, but like we understand the risks. But there's this Ocean Safety Summit. You could help somebody. That's somebody who has no idea, and you're there, and you learn something here at this Ocean Safety Summit that has allowed you to save someone's life. And it's most likely not going to be at Mavericks. Yes, it could be, but like most likely it's going to be at a beach when you're watching the waves and you're learning something and you see something happen, and you're going to be there, and you're going to be the one person who knows what to do. So that's what this thing's all about, is to give you that. And it's countless times has bragged, the Big Wave Risk Assessment Group, using those techniques, which we apply here too at these Ocean Safety Summits, same things. That's what we're sharing of knowledge on how to do the best for any unfortunate casualty or injury, and knowing how to deal with it in the proper way to get the quickest recovery time for somebody. It's important. So anyway, I love this this program. I be with it every year, and I can't wait to figure out what I learned this year. I'm rubbing my sunscreen in. Kids, always wear your sunscreen.